think I am live. I gotta refresh it up on, you guys know the drill, man. If you're watching this back, what's up? What's up, YouTube? I gotta refresh it on here on my channel. Let it pop up, see if I can see it, so I can adjust the camera if need be. You know what? I haven't even hit the guitar yet. Let's see if it's... Okay, that doesn't sound too bad. Let's get a little bit of sack on that. Tone's a little muddy-ish, right? Okay, let me refresh one more time. If you're in here already, what is up, you guys? I'll adjust the camera here in a second once. Okay, don't look too bad. Don't look too bad. Looks like we are going. Oh, all right, you guys. What's up? I was bored. This seems to be my schedules. I just get bored, and I'm gonna play guitar anyways. So let's hop on and hang with you guys. That's kind of been where my mind is at, and I like it, man. Colin, first one. What's up, man? My day's been good. It's been a little busy today. Little busy. Saw a couple of the folks at PRS, just saying what's up, and then I had to rehearse with Lanco. We're playing an acoustic show in town tomorrow at the Listening Room for CMA Fest, an evening with Lanco, is what they call it. But, so we just ran over some songs with that and stuff. Ton of fun, man. Ton of fun. Also, because the acoustic stuff, like, there's no tracks or nothing, and we can call stuff on the fly, so it's fun to just be able to, you know, relax, improv a little bit more, you know? So I'm really looking forward to that. But what's up, Colin? Robin, good to see you from Ireland. Hello again. Hello, Mr. Avon, what's up? Bumble, you're always in here. Hey, guys, look, guest star. We got Olive. This is my cat, Olive, back here. Oh, hello. Thanks for saying hi. Guys, this is going to be pretty chill. I just wanted to play some guitar. And I like talking to you guys while I'm playing guitars. Why not hang out together, you know? Grab a guitar, grab a drink. I've got, have you guys ever tried this? So this is not alcohol. It looks like I'm drinking a beer. It's a non-alcoholic beer. It's called Athletic Brew. You guys ever tried these? It's actually really good. It feels and tastes like drinking a beer, like a good craft beer. But, no alcohol, you know, so try to be a little healthier. Michael, cheers from Chicago. What's up? What's up? D's nuts. What's up, man? Is that Guitar Factory or did you hot rod it all? It's all factory. All factory. Haven't changed a single thing. Let's see. Would I change anything? You know, an upgrade I could maybe make is locking tuners. Not because of really tuning stability. It's just, man, changing strings with locking tuners is so much quicker. What are your guys' thoughts on that, man? Like the DGT and the CE both have locking tuners, and it's so nice. I went back to change these not that long ago and was winding it, and I was like, I forgot this sucks. This is the only guitar I own, electric guitar, that doesn't have locking tuners. Huh, that's a good little sound, isn't it? Shape and just slide up to the major third from minor third to, then I walk straight down the, like a Mixolydian flat 7 thing. I love it. You could do like a Yeah, anyways, so D's nuts. It's just a factory, to answer your question. Hello, chat. Bumble, thanks for being in here as always, man. From Norway, that's cool. Kato, good to see you. I'm gonna answer a couple of your guys' little comments. What's up, everybody? Hey, Tim, really enjoy what you're doing. Hey, John, I really appreciate that. I really like doing it, man. I really like doing it. I'll take this time off the bat, too, to thank if any of my students are in here. I've been teaching a bunch of you guys, and I am loving it, man. I love teaching. I really enjoy it, and I've gotten to meet a bunch of you guys through FaceTime from that. So if any of you guys are interested in that, feel free to shoot me a DM. I've got at least one of you I need to email that I got an email from. I guess you don't have Instagram, and your wife had sent me your email through Instagram, so I'm going to reach out. Whoever that is, if you're in here, I didn't forget about you. But I want to thank you guys for that. Thank you guys for supporting the channel, hanging out. I've been loving making this stuff, man. It's easy because, like, I'm already doing it. I like making videos. I like interfacing and talking with you guys. And it's turning into a little extra business for me, which is awesome. You know, it's awesome. So I'm glad you guys are enjoying the content. I hope you find it interesting. Got some cool stuff to come. I'm playing... you know what? I'm doing Listening Room on Saturday. There might be 2 gig vlogs this week. Maybe I'll do CMA Fest, the actual festival, and I'll take you guys along for the Listening Room. The Listening Room is going to be really cool and acoustic. So I think you guys will enjoy that. Hey, love the channel. Thanks, man. Eric, what's up? I'm doing great. How are you guys doing? 22nd Fret says hi. Hello. Hey, Tim from Kentucky. What's up, Kent? Athletic makes some great stuff. It's awesome. If you guys, if any of you guys don't drink, or different people are in different situations. My dad's been sober. I think my dad's been sober 16 years, and he doesn't even drink non-alcoholic beer, and I understand that for some people. But I do drink normal alcohol. But you know, I keep these athletic brews on hand because sometimes at night it's nice to have a beer, and it's nice sometimes to not have alcohol. So yeah, if you guys have never tried it, it's like craft beer. It's really good. Tastes like a beer, not alcohol. Some people would be like, no way, locking tuners for easy restring change. Absolutely, absolutely, man. Let's see the board. You guys want to see the board? I'll take it off. I'll show you the board. Let me answer a couple more of these questions. Hey, I want your guys' opinion too. I've been switching up the live streams. Last time I did vertical. This time I'm on sideways, horizontal. Horizontal looks better, and it's better for people watching afterwards. You know what I also noticed last time, man, is the clientele, when it's in vertical, I think it's showing it to people in shorts section, like TikTok. And the people coming in it's a lot more random people saying, play Freebird. You know, but how's your action set? It's a little high on this one, but I do play some slide. I'm not a great slide player. Let's see if you can see that. I'm looking at the camera. It's not crazy high, but it's just high enough, you know, for Lanco. I do some stuff like this maybe. Right? I've given this example a ton of times on here, so, but I'll play stuff like that. So it's good for that, you know. Turn off some of that extra delay and reverb and we just get some normal stuff. I'm only so good of a slide player, you know. I'm a lot better at like textures and these types of sounds. But I do a lot of that type of stuff slide. I'm not a crazy slide player, but this action lets me do both pretty comfortably, you know? You guys ever do that thing where you go to the bridge pickup, turn that tone way down, and get that? I could turn on, so let's see if we can. It's hard to make it super Eric Johnson-y with this setup, but. Questions. Hey, thanks for coming in and hanging out, you guys. I'll tell you what, these streams are always great. I always get a decent little bit of people, and it really means a lot. And the fact that you guys are watching the channel at all and stuff is really cool. I really enjoy making these videos, and you guys seem to like it. Love my locking tuners. I agree. Zach, what's up, Zach? From Green Hills. Hey, you're not too far away, man. Not too far away. Checking in from Maine. I would love to hear the gain range on that Wampler bell with the telly. Okay, that's a specific comment, but you know what? I'm here hanging out, having fun with you guys. Let's do it. Okay, the gain range on the Wampler bell. I need to message Brian because I have just been loving these pedals. I've got the bell and the toneless on my board, and I really like it. So let's go like. Here, so here I've got the gain set kind of low. I wish there was a good way where I could pull this up and show it to you guys. Ooh, dude, this telly slaps. The gain. Look, check this out. Since you can't see it, I wish you could see it. I got all the knobs set straight up. Now this is what I'll preface it with. This, and I'll get to your guys' comments. I know I'm going kind of slow, but I'm just here hanging for a little while. These pickups are pretty hot. So this is gonna have more gain than that Silver Sky, the SE Silver Sky. Right now, everything's set at noon, but the gain is here. So if this is noon, I've got the gain here, and this is where it's at. I'll show you my clean tone first. Here's clean. It actually turns it down a little bit. Sounds pretty good clean, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Okay, that's no bell. There's that gain turned down, kind of. Okay, now let's go to the gain noon. So now all knobs are noon. Okay, so let's do it. Let's do like a blues thing on the just so. Alright, let's go to the gain up. Ooh, I can hear it getting loud now. Now the gain is set here. I might turn the volume down a little bit. I can play loud in here. I can only get so loud. So let me turn the volume down a little bit, just so we're. Ooh. I normally never turn the gain up that much. It's good. Okay, now let's dime the gain. I'm gonna keep that volume down a little bit just because so here's the gain dime. Ooh, that. Do that. I wouldn't do the gain up that much, but I'll tell you what, the gain kind of in the middle, I kind of like that, you know? That's the bell. Let's hit the tumness. Ooh, that tumness is hot output. Okay, let me answer a couple of your guys' questions. That was kind of fun to do for a second, though. We got a bunch of people in here watching. I love it. Love it. Love it. Did you see Nikki V's latest video where he gave you a shout out? I did. In fact, I'm getting coffee with Nikki V next week. Actually, it's funny. He messaged. We were talking about meeting up before that video and stuff. I reached out and I was like, let's get coffee sometime or something. And he responded back and he was like, sounds great. I don't drink coffee, but I'll happily go get a donut. Which is funny because I don't eat donuts. I don't really eat sweet stuff very much. Can you guys tell? So I think he's gonna get a donut. I'm gonna get a coffee. But yes, dude, Nikki, I've been loving watching this stuff. I'm a consumer on here just like you guys are. You know, I'm part of the community too. So yeah, super cool. I'm gonna meet up with Nikki next week. Seems like a super nice guy. I haven't met him in person, but it's also cool because he's doing the YouTube thing, and we're kind of right at a similar market and kind of similar-ish level, so I think it's gonna be really fun to hang out and talk with him. Maybe we can come up with some cool video ideas together. I mean, that would be sick, wouldn't it? So yeah, shout out Nikki, and that was super nice of him to shout me out. I was watching the video and he said my name. I was like, that's cool. So yes, I did see that, and if you guys haven't checked out his stuff, check it out. You know, of course. Daniel, hello. Oh, you know what? I know there's gonna be. If Dan, you come in here, Dan, I need to send you a text back, dude. I've been so busy at CMA Fest week here. Dan, I promise I'm going to do another lesson with you, man. I got to get a better system. Nikki's got a good system, I think, on his website where you can just go on and it books a lesson, sends it straight to his calendar. You can pay through it through that portal. I'm going to get that set up. I'm going to figure out what he does and do it. Okay. Hello. What are those chords that you're using? Your middle finger on the low E string. Which cave shape is that? Hello. What are those chords that you're using? Your middle finger on the low E string? I don't know, man. What chords am I using? I mean, like, I could think of, like, Lenny, which is... Let's, like, think about that. This is, like, a major 6 chord. Especially add that. But I'm thinking... It's kind of hard because it's just a 6 chord, I believe. Because I'm playing the 1, the 6, the 3, the 5. If you add that major 7 up top, maybe that makes it a major 6. That and Lenny, is that what you're talking about? Middle finger on the low E string. Where else am I using my middle finger on the low E string? I don't know, man. I'm sorry that I was zero help. Okay, thoughts on Tone X1 Pedalboard, ultimate fly rig thoughts for a compact setup. Other mini pedal ideas. I'm not sure what Tone X is, to be completely honest. It's a type of pedal board. Is that what it is? The end? I'm not sure. maybe you guys can help me out in the comment there. I'm looking, my camera's over here, that's why, I'm sorry. Maybe I should move the camera more in line with the chat. This is Tim Avon production quality, y'all. I throw this up, I hit play, and I say, I want to play some guitar and talk to people. And I get to do it, and I enjoy it. I thank you guys. Hey, Tim, got 3 cover gigs this weekend. 1 tomorrow night and 2 Saturday. David, heck yeah, man. What type of stuff are you playing? Hey, Tim, enjoy your channel. Thanks, Bill. I'm just reading through the comments, you guys. Jetsmon, new here, loving the channel. Thanks for the work. Keep putting in, keep jamming. Hey, thanks. Thanks, you guys. I appreciate all the kind words. What's on tap for you and Lanco in the near future? Single coming out on the 7th, tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? Yeah, single coming out tomorrow. Album later. I think album later. We're starting to play a bunch of shows. We're all over the place. So if you guys are interested in finding a Lanco show, you just freaking go on the website and look, and we'll have more solid dates and tour info coming at you in not too long. But honestly, a lot of stuff. I've been so busy with Lanco, especially now that I'm in the band. It's kind of funny because we're busy with music, but I'm also busy with, now that like most of our records kind of done and whatnot, busy doing a lot of stuff that isn't music. You know, whether it's photos or video stuff, or we went to a dinner for the American Heart Association last night. It's like a charity dinner, which was a lot of fun. Awesome. Heart disease runs in, my mom and grandpa have what's called hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. I don't have the gene. I got like gene tested for it. I don't have the gene to develop it. But growing up, I always had to consistently get checked. That was before they could test for the gene. But anyway, so something that's impacting my family. But so like, yeah, last night I was working, but I just got to go to a dinner, which is a ton of fun. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm drinking this non-alcoholic beer because I had too much free alcohol last night. I'm still recovering, but lots of fun. As you see me scratching my arm, I'm looking at the camera, I look like I'm on the fritz. Okay, let's see. Sorry, I'm moving slow through the comments, you guys. If you're sitting in with a new artist / songwriter doing country, what's your initial go-to tone / pedal combo? Okay, great idea. If it's country, Telly's good. Or I'll bring the Silver Sky too. That back pickup on the Silver Sky, the SE Silver Sky, that thing countries, man. But you know, I've got a Telly, so use the Telly. Some of the country gigs are honestly rock guitar. The DGT is great for that. Lanco, I play the DGT. I'm not doing any chicken picking with Lanco. I'm not going. I'm not doing any of that. So I'm thinking a good bass tone for that, and then it was always the Nobles ODR1, you know, and I'd go. Man, that pedal's really loud. Now, man, it's been the bell. I run the bell with the overdrive down a little bit and the volume up a little bit. And now, because then I can turn it down some. I'm trying to get that. I can't remember his name. There's a kid today at the PRS artist relations thing, and he's 19. I'm 30. He's 19, and man, Telecaster monster. I mean, this kid can chicken pick like nothing. It's crazy. And he was in there doing those quick like that type of triple it. So that's a technique. I want to get down to this next week. It's funny, I don't use that with Lanco, but okay. We keep answering your guys' stuff. So that would be my go-to. And then maybe one extra overdrive or a boost to send it over the edge a little bit for some solos. But if you're playing a lot of country stuff, that's more, I don't know, Keith Whitley or some old school. Old school, I'd keep the bell on and I'd just turn up my volume a little bit because you don't need a lot of grip for some of those good, pretty, in the pocket, you're on. I love doing that. Okay. Horizontal looks much better. Oh man, I'm way behind on the comments, aren't I, you guys? All right, let me scroll down. Hey, thanks for hanging in there while I slowly answered every one of your guys' comments. Brian Wampler, super good guy. Man, he's super cool. Really nice guy. And I've been just loving these pedals, dude. Man, I love your content. Glad I found you. Hey, thanks. Reppin' South Bama. Nice, Willie. Thanks, man. Okay, Bill and Zach. Okay, let's see. Question, what's your favorite John Mayer song? Ooh. All-time favorite? There's a couple different favorites for different reasons. Like as a kid, listening to him solo and watch the video of him solo in that OG Covered in Rain thing, and he sits down on like the front monitor, he just fucking means it. He just means it. He's milking it. I loved that as a kid. And all the live versions, like Gravity and that live long end solo, that I never learned all of it, but you just get ideas from it, all that great live. I love this guitar, you guys. This is a really cool guitar. I stumbled into it, and man, I love it. Okay, Zach, horizontal looks much better. Okay, yeah. YouTube loves vertical and pushes it harder. It's just because YouTube is trying really hard to push that short stuff. And when I go to stream from my phone, it says like recommended vertical, and I have to change the setting to horizontal. But I honestly like the clientele in this a lot better because I'm not showing up in the shorts feed. And the shorts feed are just people being like, play Freebird, play Freebird. And I don't know, the comments are a lot more genuine, honestly, the sideways. I feel like it's more of my actual followers, so. Okay, should I make YouTube videos? I'm a touring session guitarist in Nashville as well. I'm a Green Health. Zach, I would. This is what I've started thinking. There's a couple things. You gotta be able to play or do something and have some type of niche. But also, you guys, like the hardest part about the YouTube videos, the thing that's harder to teach is talking to the camera. For whatever reason, enjoy sitting in here and just talking to the camera. I'm sitting in my room alone. There's 60 of you in here with me. But it's talking to the camera and being comfortable and maybe coming off, I don't know, personable or whatever your thing is. But I like doing that, and I've always liked kind of making videos and putting myself out there and stuff. So honestly, the harder skill is that. That is the harder skill. But if you're around stuff and doing stuff, like this is why I started doing it, because I wanted to give people the kind of more inside real look. What does it actually look like to do this? Like you're in Nashville. I live in Nashville. We're around everybody we're around, especially when you work in this industry and you're a touring or a session player or anything. Everyone you're around is in the industry. They're doing all the stuff you're doing every day. So like a lot of stuff that you're doing becomes super normal when you zoom out and you think about how that's like 0.001% of all the musicians in the world. It's easy to forget that like small stuff that might seem normal to you is actually pretty cool or interesting, and people are interested in that. So it's really easy to forget that like you're probably doing super cool stuff that people are interested in all the time, every day, just at work, because this is what we do, and you just don't think of it always that way because you're around it every day, and we're just so around it in Nashville. It's easy to forget that like not everybody, in fact, not everybody, the vast majority of people aren't doing this. Or just, you know, they do it in some way, right? But like in Nashville, everybody's working and doing the thing. So yeah, I'd start making them. Also, like, if I'm going to be super honest, monetary wise, this has become a little business for me. I'm making money off the videos, and I'm teaching a ton of lessons to you guys, which I love doing. But I love doing it, and it's a business for me. I make money, you know, and that's been helping me, you know. So it's not like I'm making millions of dollars, or even thousands and thousands of dollars, but a little extra, you know, make an extra $100. What's wrong with that, you know? And that's why I've also appreciated on these lives or whatever, and some of you guys tip me and stuff, man, that's awesome. And I don't like coming on here and like advertising that, being like, tip me, you know, but when you guys have, I appreciate it a lot. So I would send it, Zach, send it. I'm glad I did. I'm really glad. Okay, keep answering questions. Bill, if I have a song, say it's in B minor, and I'm messing around with triads and trying to play some lead licks, if I out a capo on the 2nd fret, do I have to move the triads up 2 frets as well? Okay, I'll tell you what, Bill, I hate to say this, brother. That read like a math question to me. I'm not sure, man. You might be thinking about it too hard. That's like a word problem. Let's see. So he said he wants to put the capo on the 2nd fret. I'm gonna get to your guys' questions. I'm just going super slow today. I'm taking my time. So you want to put the capo on the 2nd fret. So you're playing B minor, and your home bass is A minor shape, and you're trying to play triads. But the triads won't. So here's the thing: the triads won't change. You know. So you're not moving them up 2 frets. Because it's all the same, because once you get past any open string stuff with the capo, it's all somewhere in A position right here. So after A is normally G position. So you could look at like, okay, that's a really low, but that's a B minor triad, right? What's another way? Then you go, that's one, but the 3rd on the bottom, right? Then you got just this one. Now let's go up here. Let's make it, okay, so I'm here, so then you have, right? So here's a triad, here's a B minor 7 triad, here's a triad, but those stay the same, you know? So you're not moving the triad up necessarily. This is hard. I don't even know what I'm talking about here. This is what I'd say, maybe you're thinking about it too hard. You know, because this is a B minor triad no matter where I put the capo on. It's the root's not on the bottom, but if I, you know, I think what's that 5th on the bottom? I'm sorry, just the 5th, yeah. See, I would never, too, also, like, I just, the capo on that type of thing, capo's great if I want to, like, go up and I'm playing some open string country stuff where I want to rip that, but for that type of thing, I'd rather have access to the... That's what I want to do, not that. Anyways, okay. Man, I love your content. Thanks, Willie. Oh, I already read that one. Okay, Brian Wample, yeah. Dwayne, good to see ya. Danielle, hi Tim. I really like the channel. It's like hanging out with a guitar friend. Hey, that's exactly what I want the channel to feel like. Thank you. What's the order of your pedal board? Okay, hey, pop some 1s in the chat. Hit a 1 in the chat if you want me to pick the camera up, and I'll show you the pedal board. And I'm going to read a couple of these comments, and then once I get down to that, there's a bunch of 1s. I'll pop up the pedal board for y'all. Okay. I used to want to pursue being a guitar player in Nashville, but no longer can due to an injury. Anyone know of any cool music-related jobs I can do there? I mean, there's lots of stuff. You could do all kinds of sound stuff. If you're good with guitars, you could try and get into the guitar tech type of world. There's lots of sound. There's production jobs. There's There's tour managing, which is a very hard job, but you know, those are some on the road. But there's lots of sound jobs, sound people, whether you're mixing in-ears or front of house, stuff like that. Okay, just tuning in after post-work nap. What's up, Low T? Again in the vintage. Good to see you. Lord, that Bella is frisky. Hey, yeah, thanks. I hope you enjoyed that, man. Send us tips in, I promise. Hey, I appreciate you. That telly has some tasty, as Greg... Gristle tone, yeah, as Greg Cock calls it, yes. What is slapback? Okay, I'll talk about that. Tumnus has fat bottom end, yeah. And I've got the Tumnus set a little bit that way. I'm going to turn the volume down a little bit. The Tumnus is hot, and these pickups are hot. Like, it's already... That's just straight into the amp. In fact, let me turn the amp down a little bit. Dude, that Tumnus sounds good. Woo, that sounds good. You get that? That's a hard lick to play. To use. Right now I've got just that old Voodoo Labs Voodoo Pedal Power 2 Plus, I think, but I'd like to upgrade it. Well, here's the thing. I don't really need to upgrade it. The thing works great. I love it a lot. But there's just newer, sleeker, better ones for cheaper. So honestly, it works awesome. I don't know that I'd exactly recommend it. Okay. Hello, I'm new to playing music. How does a PA work? How necessary is it to mic a guitar amp? So, on bigger stages, it's more necessary just because it blasts most of what the crowd's hearing at the PA. But there's a lot of small rooms where, you know, you almost don't have to mic the guitar cabinet. But if you're brand new to playing it, you know, and you play your first kind of gig somewhere, if you bring your own PA, if you're in that type of setting, you probably don't even need to mic your guitar. You know, you just churn up and play at a reasonable, respectful volume to the others in the band. You know, you don't want to be way too loud, but you also want to be heard. Yeah. So if you're bringing your own PA, you might not even mic it. I played a lot of gigs like that. Okay, Tonex, amp capture. Gosh, I'm way behind the comments. Okay, let me just scroll down. Okay, all ones. All ones. Has Tim Avon ever watched Crossroads? Man, a long, long time ago. Okay, you guys. Let's hope that this stays going. I'll show you the pedal board. Let me pick y'all up. Orientation locked. Okay. This is the board right now, you guys. This is the board. So I was just running with the Tumnus on, right? Here, let me turn it off so that light's not. So I got the Tumnus. That was kind of the settings because I'm at lower volume, and that's a hot pedal, man. I don't turn that up. I got the gain up a little more on it. And I got the bell. I love these two. So it goes Tumnus into the bell. Then I'm going down into the ODR1. This is still good for, I'm using the bell a lot more, especially with the humbuckers. This is great for like the Silver Sky. It fattens it up a little bit. And stacking this with this is awesome. Or sometimes stacking all three of these is awesome. Full drive, a little more saturated. I really like this pedal for those good saturated leads. This is a JHS Pulp and Peel then. This is just a compressor. And I got that little mini volume pedal. And then I go up into the HX Stomp XL. And let's see if I can go to view here. And you guys can kind of see maybe what I'm running. So I got multiple delays. I've got the looper on here for just the live. Obviously, live on here. Live in person, I don't ever use the looper, of course, right? But on here, it's nice sometimes to be able to like loop stuff. I've got an always on reverb set right here, little spring reverb that I like. Just a couple different stuff, and that's it. It's about as basic as it gets. Then I go into, I'm in this head right now, the PRS. This is a killer head, and I will do a review on it at some point, but it needs to go into the shop. It's sick right now, and there's no signs of getting better until I take it into someone. But this is my nicest, most expensive head, no doubt. This is the only like hand-wired amp I own. A couple other amps I'll show you. I'm still moving into this spot, so not everything's in here. But I've got a PRS cab over there. I've got my trusty old freaking Hot Rod Deluxe. Had that thing for years. There's the CE sitting over there. There's my acoustic in that. That's a semi-hollow CE I got. Then we got the SE Silver Sky. I got my DGT sitting right here. And maybe most important is that PS5, right? I'm a gamer, y'all. Got the DGT. And we got the little desk set up. Well, my desk is not crazy messy. I'll show y'all. This is what I'm looking at. This is what I'm looking at. And I got this, my American Strat that I use is in my empty case right now. That's in a closet, so that's gonna stay there for now. But let me put y'all back. I hope y'all enjoyed that. Ask me some questions about it if you want. Ask me some questions. And then I'm gonna go back and answer a couple of those questions I missed before I scrolled down and saw all the ones. Okay, what's up, bro? Hey, what's up, man? Good to see you again. Amp capture software for your computer, and Tonex pedals lets you use those captures. Oh, that's cool, Murray. I've never even heard of it, to be honest. I've never even heard of it. Garth Brooks, heck yeah. Dude, David, you really are playing everything. That's awesome, man. Do you ever use YouTube tutorials when you were starting to learn songs quickly when you get hired to play with someone? Absolutely. For cover gigs, you know. Getting hired to play, I do a good amount of like artist gig stuff. Or I did more. I still do a little bit. I just played with a great girl named Grace West, who she was, I think, the runner-up on The Voice last season. To be honest, once you live in Nashville, everybody and their brother's been on one of those shows. So at first it's really cool, and then you start realizing everyone's been on one of these shows. But Grace is awesome. Killer singer. I think she's only like 20 years old. Really nice, good little crew. So I just play with her. But in those cases, I just get unreleased demos that I gotta sit and learn by ear. But yeah, for songs, you know, when I had to learn Chattahoochee in a day or whatever, I just look it up. Or pick up, that intro was killing me. I could not figure out how to do the intro. That's a hard lick. Triplet, 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 daddy. That's how I'm kind of thinking. Pedalboard died at the gig last night. What's how'd you deal with it, man? That's a fun story. Hey, why don't you guys tell me some of your gig horror stories? When did some gear gone bad or gone down or something? That'd be fun to talk about. I'll tell you about some of mine. We'll do a little bit of story time. And while you guys are typing those, let me answer a couple more. So what is the neck shape on those GNLs? Do they make a baseball bat neck? Not on this one, Jesse. This one's actually pretty thin. I'll tell you what, the radius is fairly thin too. It's a little flatter than I was used to coming from my Strat. The Strat had a compound radius. This is definitely a little flatter. It might be just 12 the whole way, I'm not sure. I've gotten really used to it, so it feels great. But oh, did I just spit on the guitar on accident? I guess I did. But it's definitely not a baseball bat. It's thinner than the Silver Sky or the DGT, but it's not crazy thin. You know, it's hard to tell, and in that shot, you really can't get a tell. So, found your channel recently. Like the backstage vlogs. Keep it up. Hey, thanks, Dustin. I appreciate you, man. So, what's the market for bass players in Nashville? Are we in need? Yeah, you're absolutely. I tell everybody, as long as you're not a guitar player, you'll be fine. As long as you're not a guitar player, you'll be great. You know. There must be a lot of guitar shops in Nashville. Do you ever have trouble trying to stop from buying lots of guitars? I'll tell you what. No, I've never had trouble with that at all because I don't have enough money to buy a bunch of guitars. The guitars I have, I had one electric for the first like 6-7 years I lived in Nashville. One electric, one acoustic. I had my Strat and the acoustic. All I had. Then, right after kind of COVID hit and when we could kind of go back out a little bit and stuff, I bought this on Craigslist. I drove down to Muscle Shoals and bought it. There's a really cool Chris Stapleton story with this guitar too that I'll tell you all if you want. I've told it on live before, but then about in 2021, my grandpa helped, I paid some, and then my grandpa helped me buy that PRS CE. And that was my first humbucking guitar, believe it or not, after playing for almost a decade and living in Nashville for like, I don't know, 6-7 years. So then I had 3, right? And then I started working with PRS once I got the Lanco gig and stuff, and that's when I got the DGT and the Silver Sky SE. And I got those both in the same day, so I almost doubled my collection. But I've never had tons of guitars. Now I do have 5 electric guitars, which is crazy. And it's super nice to sit down and like pick different ones. And I do this for a living, so it's really nice to be able to be like a humbucker guitar for a gig, or a Strat guitar for a gig, or a tele guitar for a gig. I kind of got the 3 primary colors. I will still only have 1 acoustic. Next purchase will be a great acoustic. But let me tell you, that's never been a problem for me because guitars cost a lot of money. And I still don't make crazy money. I'm better off now than I was, and it's on a path to being more consistently better. But so there's an easy answer for that. No, I don't have that problem because my wallet keeps me from doing that. So I finally gotten to the point where I have good quality video and audio, but have no ideas where to start with material. Any advice? Point where I have good quality video and audio. Are you talking, Tom, are you talking about YouTube? Are you talking about making YouTube? Do I sing? I'll sing for you guys. You guys are all gonna leave, but I'll sing if you want me to sing. If someone tips me $5, I'll sing. Should I start doing that? $5 tip, and I'll do shitty Tim Avon singing. You don't have to tip, it's okay. But, okay, has Tim Avon ever... Did you take lessons or you self-taught? I've taken maybe 10 sit-down lessons my whole career, but I've had a ton of friends and mentors that I've jammed with and learned with and, you know, just on-the-job training, or just sitting in a room and I make friends with someone and I've got a buddy and they come over and hang, you know? And what lick is that? How are you playing that, you know? I'm around so many good players. That's a big benefit of being in Nashville. I'll use that time again to plug that I'm doing lessons. I got a bunch of availability next week. So if any of you guys are interested in taking a lesson, I don't know if anyone's in here. And Dan, if you're in here, Dan, I promise I'm going to message you back. I feel so bad. I did one lesson with Dan, but it's not until I got on here thinking, oh man, I forgot to text you back. But if you guys are interested in that, if you look up on Instagram, this same name, Tim Avon Music, just shoot me a DM. And I'll get you hooked up and going on that. But okay. What acoustic do you play? I've got a Martin 00015 that I can pull out and play. I never play acoustic on here. Y'all want me to play some acoustic? Lanco does run a clip. I do run a clip. Yep. In fact, honestly, there's maybe 1% of big country acts, maybe 1%, that you see today that are not running in-ears with the clicking tracks. Maybe 1%. Cody Johnson is pretty vocal about how he doesn't run it at all. But yeah, I don't know that there's anybody not anybody, but that is a thing I've got to click. I can control how loud it is. If I don't want to hear it, I don't have to. I know the songs. Okay. Does Lanco do any covers? If so, what's your favorite? We used to do Cover Me Up a little bit. We'll do like a little bit of a medley, which has like a little bit of like Feathered Indians, Great Day to Be Alive, Take It Easy, Mr. Brightside, and there's one more, Springsteen by Eric Clapton, by Eric Church. So yeah, I like all of those. We used to have a piano song where Brandon would start playing piano, and just for a second he'd go into like the first verse of Desperado, and I loved playing over that. I had so much fun doing that. We haven't been doing that recently, but okay. Do you ever run straight into house using amps on the Stomp XL? Willie, I'll tell you what, I don't. I never do. A lot of guys do. I don't know how to get a good setup and tone going on it, and I just really like the normal amps better. Not knocking anybody I watch people all day long that sound great through it. But I like just plugging in and playing, and on the HX Stomp, you really got to tweak it to sound good, and I just haven't put the time in. And thankfully, I'm on a gig where I get to use a real amp, so I don't have any good advice for that. Hey, Tim, how are you powering your board with Voodoo Labs? Yes, Pedal Power 2 Plus, I think it's called. Are you using that Scarlett interface for the live streams? No, I am not. My live stream is straight up just the iPhone. Everything you're hearing, everything you're seeing is my iPhone. Sitting on a little mic clip phone stand clipped to my desk. It's Tim Avon Production, y'all. Tim Avon Production. Oh, he tipped $5. Oh no. I'm a terrible singer, but I'll sing for a second. You guys are gonna leave. I'm not a singer. Tim, how are you? Oh, okay. During gigs, do you run through the house or something? Tell me what you mean. Thank Mr. Mason for Pickup Man. Yeah, I know. That's why it's hard. Brent's so good. Hey, the first tips too. Thank you guys. Hey, Low T in the Vintage. Okay, I'll sing you. I don't even know any full songs. The other day, someone said, play Buy Me a Boat. Like, I don't know how to do Buy Me a Boat. I ain't rich, but I damn sure wanna be. Working all day like a dog and nothing for me. That's not what I was going to try and sing, but you already got a taste. Don't everybody leave now, okay? I'm not a singer. I'm here for guitar. But I will fake singing something for you. Let me just get a couple more of these comments. Really digging the channel right up the road from you. Hey, right on, Mark. Thanks for hanging out. Pretty sure Mason did all the guitar. Yep, he did. I think for you're exactly right, for everyone in the 90s. Excuse me, I just swallowed some spit. Wrong. I was talking earlier, I was drinking this Athletic Brew. It's a non-alcoholic beer. Because I had plenty last night. So, we're on these. These are really good, though. It's like a craft beer, but... Gig horror story. Smoked a little too hard. Was high as a kite. My time was all messed up. Couldn't do anything about it. I used to be in that life, man. I used to be in that life. I used to play cover gigs, and I do that a lot. Back in the day. I don't really now. I never do now for on stage, but now the stakes are harder. Now I'm just, I'm trying to think, do I have any horror stories with that? Being intoxicated and I don't know. There were times where I probably played terrible because you're not on your game, but had a bass player that did a home mod on his SVT for the first time and turned it to the rig. And a flame shot out of it like it was pyro. Almost no way. Okay, this is great. I hadn't scrolled down to it. Met a bass player in the studio and he just moved into Nashville. Hadn't been in town very long. It's getting established. And he had a 4K custom bass and they told him to just get a Mexican P bass. Dude, that's the story of the oldest time, I feel like. Yep, talking about YouTube. Tom, okay, let me sing for a second because I want to honor the fact that you paid $5. I don't want to sing, you guys. I'm not a very good singer. What do I even know how to sing? Oh, it is coming from the amp. I thought the PlayStation was making weird noise. Sorry. That probably looked a little weird. You guys probably thought you lost me for a second or something. Oh, fuck. It's really over. Yeah, you made your stand. You got me crying. Was your plan when my loneliness is through? I'm gonna find another you. You take your sweaters, yeah, you take your time. You might have your reasons, babe, you will never have my rhyme. I'm gonna sing my way away from blue. I'm gonna find another you. $5 to sing it home alone. So I'm gonna sit here and keep singing my blues for you on YouTube. Told y'all. Look, I gave it my best. Okay, we're not going to talk about that. I don't want to read anymore. I don't want to scroll down in the comments now. More people are watching. Maybe I should sing more. Okay, talking about YouTube. Tom, you know, this is what I'd say about the content and like what to shoot and what to do. Man, this is what's worked for me. Is I'm just shooting stuff that I think people would find interesting and that I'm passionate about. I think you gotta do something and put some content out that you feel passionate about. I think the reason any of you want to sit and do this is because I'm being genuine. I'm excited about this stuff too, you guys. I'm into it, you know? So it's not hard. I don't have to fake anything. I'm here. I like this stuff, you know? So I'd maybe just try and zero in on what are you passionate about sharing. Had a fight in a crowded bar that started 20 feet away and just swept everyone up and poured over my wedge. Oh no. And a huge pile of humanity at my feet. No guitars were injured. Mike stand. Mike stand died. That's awesome. Do click the like button. Hey, thanks you guys. Your lessons are awesome. Joe, thank you. I think I need to reply to you too. Tell me if I'm wrong. But we were talking about getting another one up. Joe took a lesson with me and Joe's great, man. I really enjoyed that. I've been loving teaching with you guys, man. I've been just loving it. Yeah, I really enjoy it. And, I mean, God, selfishly, it makes me better. Man, I get to sit and I'm thinking, okay, what's a good way to work through this? Or how do I explain this? Or, you know, I've really been enjoying the lesson. So, Joe, I can't thank you enough for taking a lesson. Played a wedding, and just as the speeches were getting emotional, I kicked my cable half out and cried. Oh no. Huh. I love these gig stories. Hey, Low T, thank you. Also, I mean, I don't really want to say your name, but you tips, I'll say it. So, old Dick Fuss, $4.99. Thank you for the tips, you guys. I really appreciate it. And there was some bad singing for you for that. Biggest horror story was playing in a band where drinking was rampant, extremely unprofessional. I'm now a year sober and feeling amazing, and far from that band now. Hey Tom, that's great. As I sit here and drink a non-alcoholic beer with you guys, I'm not sober, or I'm sober right now. I'm not sober in general. I drink, but I had a similar type of thing, man. I used to be playing and drinking and smoking so much. Never any hard drugs, but still, I used to do that all the time, man. And I left that probably coming up on. It's 2024, 4 years ago, and as soon as I did that, it's like my career exploded. Start getting around other people, not, still drink and have some fun, but just, I'm also just getting older. So, yeah, that can be tough. It's an insidious industry. This is a great video idea. My next sit-down video, I'm going to talk about that hidden aspect of the music industry. This is like the only job where you can not only drink on the job, but it's encouraged. Sometimes straight up just given to you a lot of times. You're playing in those bar bands, man. I was getting shots brought up to me all the time. We take a shot before I got up on stage, drinking a beer, or smoking. Friggin' just, not good for you. Not good for you. It was fun. I was 25. That was fun. And I enjoyed my time with it. But I'm glad I had the wherewithal to say, I want to do something bigger than this. And if I don't change now, I might wake up 5 years from now and be playing the same bar to the same people. And I didn't want to do that. And making that decision was a very big part in my story. So, anyways, Tom, congrats on being a year sober, too. Proud of you, man. Richie Ingram, any personal experience tips for working guitar players that want to move to Nashville to start working professionally? Richie, I can give you some basic tactile tips. First thing, and I say it in a bunch of my videos, is oh, hold on, I scrolled and totally missed your comments. I scrolled on accident and it went way down. I'm so behind, you guys. I'm sorry. I hope you're still hanging in there. We got 100 people watching. This is one of my best live streams. Thank you, guys. Okay. Working professionally. So you got to network, and right, there's that whole aspect of you got to just come down here, start meeting musicians, talking to them and stuff. If you want some tactile skills as a guitar player, I'd get really familiar. Start learning how to read a number chart, write a number chart. Start learning how to learn songs by ears. Now, all the songs you get down here that you got to learn by ear, because you get an artist gig and she wants to play 4 songs that aren't released at the gig, and even if it's a cover gig, she wants to do 4 originals, and you're just going to get a WAV file. It's just the song. There's no place to go look up the chords. So, a lot of them are so easy. It's 1, 6, 4, 5, some combination of those in the flat 7. People like using the flat 7 too, almost exclusively. So I just start working on those 2 things. Get comfortable with reading charts. Know the number system. It's simple. It's not as hard as it's seeming, Yeah. Hey, Will Ray, you should go solo. Hey, thanks for the $2, man. I appreciate that. Okay, let me get down. 0015, sweet. Yes, my current D15. Yes. To rectify a 20-year-old one that got away. Yeah. I know that feeling, man. Warm up those vocal cords, Tim. Yeah. Ever see yourself fronting? Good evening, y'all, from Southern Illinois. It's better than me, sir. Hey, okay, I tried. Thanks. Now I'm getting now to the singing, the comments after me singing. You should go solo. Huh. Are there any songs that I've made that I could play for you guys? I mean, there is. They're written so crappy though. And the Lanco guys are such good writers. These guys are world class, really good writers, really good songwriters. It makes me realize every little crappy song I've ever written is really crappy, but maybe I'll try and play them for you. I'll get the acoustic out maybe. Maybe we'll sing and play more. But y'all didn't leave. 100 people watching, and hey, thanks. I appreciate you guys hitting that like. Dude, almost 10K subscribers. That's awesome. You've definitely brought something unique to YouTube world. By the way, like the Athletic Brews for non-NA beer, for an NA beer is pretty good. I agree, man. They're really good. I keep this kind of like at the house for a night like this where last night we had a dinner. There was free alcohol. I drank more than I needed to. I was okay. It wasn't crazy, but felt it a little bit today. So yeah, when it's a Tuesday or something and I want to have a beer, I can drink one of these and it tastes and feels just like a beer, but it doesn't. You're missing the buzz. So if you're drinking it just for the taste, it's great. Hey, thanks for the nice comment though, Recliner Pods. I appreciate you. Athletic Brew here right now. Yes. The Free Wave. I've got Upside Dawn, the Golden. I like the IPA one a lot. What's your long-term goal? Solo, Brent Mason style session, dude? Long-term goal right now is kind of neither of those things. It's now I'm full out in Lanco. I'm a member of the group. I love the group. And I want to make music with these guys. I want to grow it. And then I want to combine that with a business that is making YouTube videos, teaching lessons, and kind of merge those things. And get better at writing too. So solo, hey, another $5. Thank you guys. Thank you for the tips. I really can't say it enough. I really appreciate that. I'm going to come down and read your comment here in just a second after I take a sip of this. What would you say is the biggest actor you've ever played with? Lanco, which is crazy because I'm in the band. But yeah, I mean, I hadn't done crazy, huge stuff before that. But Lanco. And now, you guys, being in the band is a whole nother game. There's all this stuff you do have to do that's like not like this dinner last night. I'm going to share a photo. I got freaking People Magazine was like a media partner there. There was a whole photo thing. We did photos. And we got a photo back to the group today, and it has the little People exclusive stamp on it. It's like, wow, that's crazy. But, yeah, it's Lanco. I've done cool stuff with Lanco and been around cool stuff. Even just the ACM awards, I got to meet a bunch of crazy cool people there. So that's a ton of fun. A Star is Born. Thanks for not being too cool to do some singing. Hey, I did my best, man. I did my best. Horror Story, played the biggest gig my band has ever played, and our sound system wouldn't work, and we had to tuck our tail and walk all of our gear out in the crowd because they asked us to leave. Oh no, dude. Willie, who's doing that to you, man? Who's doing that to you? Also, you guys, I do this, but I'll leave it on the live. I normally take it out, but I do this. I dig it. Hey, Tim, new song came out tomorrow, right? Yes, Alex. Good eye. Hey, Tim, do professional musicians playing expensive 3 to 5 do they play them in general? Because yes and no, like, check this out. On a Lanco gig, I use this. Around town, I use this. This is an $850 guitar. This is the SE Silver Sky. So it's the cheaper one. I also, on Lanco, yeah, this is my main guitar. This is the most expensive single item I own. There's not like a right or correct way to say this, but I would not have this instrument if I didn't work with PRS. That's how I could maybe phrase it. Okay, miss. Just blasting my chair. So yeah, I play this. I play it. It's getting dinged up. It goes under planes a lot. But this guitar I bought, it's a 2002 American-made ASAP Classic. I bought it for $700 with an untouched full flight case he gave me with it too. Really cool stuff. Really freaking cool. So, no, it's not. Some people do, but there's a lot of great guitars. I literally just today was talking to, his name's Dan. He was the guitar player for Florida Georgia Line, and now is with Tyler Hubbard. And I was just talking to him today, and like he plays the SC Silver Sky, the cheaper. He liked the cheaper model. Super cool guy too. It was really cool to meet Dan. He was really kind to me. Okay, Pulled up a gig and the trailer locked key at home. Oh no. You know what? We had one get stuck one time and we had to cut it off. $5 tip is going #1 on Spotify. Hey, someone else tipped Tom, and I'm sorry it took me a second to get to you. Sorry about that. What are your thoughts on the Grateful Dead? Tom, I like them. I'd like to get more into it. I don't know a ton of Dead stuff, honestly. Which I feel bad even saying that. And sorry it took me a second to get to your comment, Tom, but I really appreciate the tip. And any of you guys that have tipped, I appreciate it a ton, man. I mean, that's like, you get to make some money doing this, and that helps, right? It really does. So the only Dead off the top of my head I think I know is... He goes to the 4 at some point in that, but I don't know when or where. You guys, this is like my best live stream yet. I love you guys. Thank you. Yes, towards the end of June, you have plenty of time to apply. Yes, great, Joe, and I will get back to you. I got multiple on the docket I got to get back to, but great listen. I hope some of that stuff helped. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I've been feeling a little bit better, but when I first started doing the lessons, I felt super not self-conscious, but I really wanted the students to feel like they were getting what they were paying for. It's not like I do crazy expensive prices, but I just do $1 a minute. Yeah, I just like, I really, it's great to hear that like people are like, yes, I'm using this stuff, or seeing that light bulb moment kind of happen for people. Because a lot of the stuff I'm working on is with people that already know how to play, and it's like, okay, how do we connect the dots? What part of your playing do we need to zoom in on, and let's connect the dots. Yeah, it's been incredibly satisfying to do that. So if you guys are interested in a lesson, reach out. I think somehow you can access my email on here. If not, on my Instagram page, just shoot me a DM. I'm gonna get a more streamlined way to get this done at some point soon. I need to build a website, but okay. Your singing is not as bad as you think. I bet if you just do it more, you get pretty good. Hey, thanks, Len. You'd also be more valuable if you could at least sing some backup in tune. You know, I do sing some really basic backup. It's really basic. That was honestly, the song I just picked to sing was not an easy song, I think. But hey bro, what's shaking? Love some groovy blues. Wish I was there to jam. I love soloing over that. Yeah, hey, thanks, man. Thanks, you guys. Nice, got that Robin Ford vibe vocals. Hey, thanks. Okay. Hey, Tim. Joining late, but better late than ever. Absolutely. What's up, Noel? Thanks for popping in. I see your comments on all the stuff. Okay. I'm still reading. I'm slowly going through all your guys' gig horror story ones. One bad one. I was playing at a large blue fist, 10,000 plus people. My amp blew a rectifier tube on the first few notes of the very first song. I'm bending over my amp, and I look, the screen zoomed. Oh, no. Pretty funny. Zoomed in on my butt. Yeah. Was playing a club with no stage or risers. A well-meaning couple getting into a slow dance fell over a wedge and into my band like a bowling ball. No, symbols flying. This is awesome. Daniel, what's up? What's up, man? Daniel's the man. Everyone thinks the rock bands party the hardest. I've toured with both rock and country, and the country bands were way harder. Yeah, and it just depends on the group of guys you get on. Like the Lanco guys are mature and tame. We have some fun. Everybody likes to drink some. But all of them are married. All of them got kids. You know, nobody's out. You know, which is great. It's a great influence to be around. Great. I'm the youngest guy. Our oldest is 35. They've all got kids. And they're all, yeah, they've got great wives. They're all great dads. You know, it's honestly a really good influence and group of people to be around. Olive, are you wanting to play, sweetheart? What's going on? Come here. Do you want to be on the live stream? Come here. You guys want to see my cat? This is Olive. This is just such a, this cat would just freaking sit here. Well, she won't sit here. She wants to get down, but she is sweet. She's like, what are you doing to me? There it is, everyone. Say hi to Olive. This is like a big rag doll. Yeah. This is a really sweet cat. Really good cat. Okay, you're going down. Mike knocked into the singer's mouth, etc. Hundreds of people staring at the stage, a quiet room after crashing ending. Lots of fun. I love reading your guys' stuff. Jason. What's up, Jason? My curious chord today is it's completely movable, but off A is 5, 5, 6, 6, 7. Okay, Jason, let's see what you got. He's saying 5, 5. Okay, so what is this chord? What is this chord? This is interesting. So this is how we can figure out what chord it is, okay? I'm just going into a little bit of lesson mode. I'm playing the 1. I'm playing the flat 7, so it's a dominant chord. I got the major 3rd. I got the flat 13 and the natural 9. It's called this would be like an A9 flat 13, maybe you call it. That flat 13 can be great to lead back to. If I'm doing like a 2-5, like a... It should be... Great chord though, man. Great chord. Did I just get another 5 that I need to freaking... Dude, you guys, thanks for... Hey, a 5 for Olive. Will, I appreciate that. Olive. Come here. She's not going to come back in here. Olive. Watch if I do this. She's not about it. She walked out the door. Hey, thanks thanks for the tips, you guys. I hope you enjoyed seeing Olive. I love that cat, man. She just turned 4. Love that cat. You have $1,000 for an amp. You are playing a telly with single coils. What amp do you buy? Okay, Todd, you're playing a telly with single coils. I get a Fender. And I would buy probably a deluxe reverb. Now, brand new, you might not be able to get one for $1,000, but I buy almost all my gear. Everything I have is secondhand, except for the stuff I've acquired working with PRS. This amp, this Bella Reverb, secondhand. Cabinet, secondhand. This guitar, secondhand. Yeah, all my gear, secondhand, man. This Noble's secondhand. This volume pedal, secondhand. I guess a couple of these pedals aren't, but either way, I look secondhand. I go Deluxe Reverb. Definitely. If you're playing a telly with single coils. Agent booked us into a completely wrong room. People who wanted thumping house dance music, and we played only real music after 2 or 3 songs in a very crowded room. Oh man. Eric Gale, Telly's are great guitars. Hey, thanks, man. Guys, so many people in here. Thank you so much for the tips, you guys. I'm super excited about that. How could you not? Michael, thanks for loving the channel, man. They love each other. Yep. Okay, I'm way behind on the comments. My buddy does $80 an hour for a piano lesson. Yeah, I do an hour long lesson for $1 a minute. It's pretty easy math. Jim O'Reilly and Lazy Boy, those are real bad ones, but make for great stories. Yeah. Did you take lessons extensively, or are you just self-taught? Self-taught, man. I took maybe 10 sit-down lessons, but a lot of mentors along the way. I had a bunch of lessons when I moved to Nashville. They were me just jamming with buddies. I got around people that were better with me, and I'd say, let's jam. And I'd say, show me that. What are you doing there? How are you thinking about this? So, like, my buddy Damon Atkins taught me a ton. He really kind of started teaching me the cage system and, like, how to think about the guitar in intervals, you know? And that went a really long... staying in gym shape if you're on the road with... How does it work staying in shape gym-wise if you're on the road with Lanco for more than a fly like Arizona show you shared? Well, Matt, I'm gonna first make a funny comment that, you know, I'm skinny and I'm just naturally that way. If I was in the gym more, I'd be ripped, but I'm not. But it's so when we're out on the road for longer, we have a bus, and then, which it's slightly unfair as you go up in levels. Things like that are a lot easier. It's easier to eat healthier. You spend way less money because you're getting so much food and stuff. So we'll bring, they bring some dumbbells, and then just a mat. And sometimes it's, I'm gonna do, what is it? 4 sets of 25 push-ups, 25 sit-ups, 25 jump squats, and then go for a run or something, you know. That's kind of where I think we're at, and what I've done some of. Obviously, I'm not, you know, I'm slender. I'm actually really skinny, but you take Jason. What was the moment or lesson you took that made the dots start connecting for you? Well, it wasn't a single moment. It was definitely cage system stuff. Cage system and learning the intervals, and each one of those chords, when I play something out of the cage system, I know I'm going 1 major third, 5, 1 major third. Here's the 1 again. Here's the major 7. Here's the 6, the 5, 4, the 3, the 2, the 1. And then when you know that, I say, okay, here's a major triad because I'm playing the 5, 1, and 3. What if I want a minor triad? Well, I just know that here's my third minor chord. Bring that third down a half step. What if I'm playing this thing, but I want to play a major 7 chord? Well, I'm going to add in that major 7 up top. What if I want to play a dominant 7? I'm going to add it there. Maybe I add it here. Maybe add it here. Do the same thing with major 7. Here's a major 7. Here's a major 7. Here's a major 7 with it on the bottom. Kind of a creepy sound, isn't it? So starting to think about the guitar that way is what really then just connected a lot of dots for me. Okay, I'm so behind on the comments. You guys, we got 113 people in here. This is awesome. Great stream. I can't thank you guys enough for the tips. All of them appreciate your tip, Will. Thanks for hanging out and stuff, you guys. I really like that. Hit that like button. Thanks, Todd. Okay. We could have a Discord cat and guitar show. Absolutely. So you guys, I'm going to get to a point where I want to do a Patreon type thing for people that are really interested. Or maybe it's a members thing on YouTube. I'm not sure yet. And I want to build a little Discord community. And I want to do like at least once a month a live video chat like this for at least an hour. But everybody can have their video up. You know, and we can all hang and talk and do questions and show some gear, and then just have a Discord that can get a real community kind of going. So that is on the horizon, you know, a version of that. But Olive for the win. Everybody loves Olive. Love your channels. Playing Living Vicarious 3. Hey, thanks, Vic. I appreciate that. Gig Horror. Pal, got a gig with Beach Boys. Had one day to learn stack of charts and many song starts. Next day, first gig, outdoor, puts charts on stand, and one gust of wind, charts gone. That's rough. That's why I switched to doing them on my phone. That's why I told him. Dominant 9 flat 13. Great for using alter. Yeah. Nice, Sean. Seriously, cannot go wrong with the deluxe. Yeah, I agree, man. I recently got a new super reverb a couple months back. That's awesome, dude. I'd love to. I'm gonna own one at some point. I don't right now, but looks like you've added about 500 subs in a few weeks. Hey, thanks, Sean. Yeah, we're on the road to 10K right now. 10K, dude. Super excited about it. I wanted to. There's been a couple companies, like a guitar stand company, a company that makes like wireless, like $150 or so wireless things that have wanted to like. Have reached out and wanted to give me products and make a video on it. And my channel obviously isn't really about like, here's an ad, you know? So I've toyed with like maybe accepting a couple of those offers, doing a just hang, like normal Tim Aben style video, tell you about it, I'll test it out. Maybe I take that wireless to a gig or something. And then I don't need it, so I just give it away. I feel like that would justify more me being like, check this thing out. Here, one of you guys can have it. Do a giveaway or something. So maybe once we get to 10K and do something like that, you know. But the channel's not just going to turn into like, especially like the channel's small enough, like when it's bigger, there'd be other companies maybe wanting to hook me up with stuff or whatnot. But even like Brian, like, and working with Wampler, like, he just wanted to show me some stuff and be like, tell me if you like it, and if you make a video, like, cool, you know. But there's no contract and all this stuff. And now on every video I'm repping how I'm like, dude, the bell and the tumnus are my two pedals right now. I love them, freaking love them, you know. But yeah, I'm not trying to just turn into like, here's your paid advertisement. You know, I do know from what I hear that bigger YouTubers will get paid $3,000+ to do one of those ad things. And yeah, there might come a time where it's a cool product that I actually believe in, and it would be hard to say no to that money. But if I do a video, we're always going to keep it in Tim Aben style, because I don't want to just freaking overrun you guys with dumb stuff. But anyways, I'm not at that point. So, okay, seriously, cannot go wrong with the deluxe. Yeah, let's see. Looks like, yeah, thanks, man. Can you explain intervals? Sure, I'll talk about it. Do you have any hearing predilection? That's quite a word, Basil. Ever had any ear trouble? You know, I was really not conscious about protecting my hearing for a long time. Dan, I'm going to message you, buddy. I've been saying it already in this stream if you've been in here. I've got your message. I'm going to text you back. I promise. I'm going to after this, so hang around. Trust me, Dan, I did not forget about you, man. I've got a bunch of people I need to respond to. This week has been just crazy, and it's about to get more crazy. Also, you guys, it's freezing in here. I'm going to put on a sweatshirt. Y'all keep hanging. Don't completely leave me. It is so cold in here. I should just turn the air up. I'm going to put on this cool Yellowstone shirt because it's very cold. It's very cold. And you guys, okay, 8:57. I'm gonna go for just a little bit longer, and then I do have to hop off 88 minutes ago. Hey, you guys, I know this is gonna be annoying for just a second. I hope this doesn't cancel the stream. I really hope it. It's just loading for a second. Okay, we're right back at it. Okay, we're right back at it. Sorry, thanks for hanging out for a second with that, guys. Okay, super reverb, can you explain? Okay, we're gonna talk about some intervals. We're talking about hearing trouble? No. Dan, I got you. Yes, Dan, I've literally this entire time been like, Dan, if you're in here, I'm going to respond. Because I got on here and then was thinking, I need to respond to Dan. But I got you, man. Okay, so intervals, like an interval, it starts maybe just with the major scale. And you're just thinking, okay, I'm going to play an E major scale. And we go. Right? And when you count, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then it starts over at 1. 8 is 1. You don't really, in this lesson, we're not going to go to 8. Because when you start talking about extended chords, you say the 9, it's really the 2, but it means the 2 an octave up. But we're not going to dive way into that. Okay, so that's just what I'm thinking about. The major scale intervals. And I know just the basic bit of theory of like, okay, how's a major chord built? It's the 1, major, third, and the 5. So when you're saying that's what the chord's built off of, you go 1, okay, 1, 2, 3. So I need this note and this note, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need these 3 notes, which if I play those 3, is a triad, right? Or I could play those 3 maybe like this. Maybe you could do well, you could do any, right? How do I know? You know? So that was a really basic lesson, but I hope that kind of tweaks your ear a little bit. Question, when improvising, how often do you play it safe? Just playing off the chords as they change as opposed to playing melodies simply by ear, not thinking about the chord change. You know, to be honest, I don't know, to be honest, now it is at a point where that's so like intertwined feeling that like I am playing a melody, but I'm thinking of something that's going over the 2 chord. Like that vamp we were doing earlier. Let's record that vamp. This might be loud for a second. This is what I put in my YouTube. It's saved from my YouTube video the other day. This is harder, but this is maybe a good example. So here, I might sit and just be... And I'm just picking something that kind of sounds good. It went to the 2 chord. That progression is going up. But then it goes. Going to it's like a minor 11, but you just think about it as a 2 chord, minor 7. Dominant chord, and that's because I'm taking my theory knowledge. I know under my pinky is that minor 3rd, and if I want to make it dominant chord in this structure, I just got to raise my pinky up, and that 3 dominant 3 going to 6, which is like the 5 of the 6 chord, creates that kind of sound. Oh, I really lost track of. Oh, so there, like, yeah, when it went to the 2 chord, like, I did emphasize that, you know, I'm going. I'm just kind of picking stuff, you know, but. Okay, let's see. Okay. Tim, I gotta go. Keeping awesome. Hey, thanks, Justice. Thanks. Hey, you probably already left. Sorry. At 10K, do a PRS giveaway. Just streaming. Yeah, Sean, yeah. If this channel hits 100,000, if this channel hits 100,000, I would do some type of PRS giveaway. Because realistically, if it's 100,000, I've probably brought in enough money from the channel where I could buy an SE Silver Sky or something and give it away. At 10K, my income isn't quite there yet. You know. Brian W. sure knows his stuff. Okay, what's going on? Okay, will you be playing an acoustic guitar at acoustic event? Yes, I will. I'm playing my 00015 Martin. And then we're playing acoustic on Saturday night in Nashville. It's going to be really cool. It's at the listening room. We're setting the stage. It's literally, the stage is going to look like a little living room. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be really cool. You guys are going to like it. I'll try and do a gig vlog for that. That'd be pretty cool. Try and do a gig vlog. I'll take y'all along. But, so I'm playing the 00015. I'm also playing... Jared has our utility guy, so he plays keys, mandolin, 12-string, electric, banjo. He has a thing going with guys at a company called Blue Ridge, which make killer guitars. And I'm actually going to be playing one of his beautiful Blue Ridge guitars, a bunch on that. So I'll be playing both of those. Whoops, meant hearing protection, not bearing predilection. Yeah, I was thinking, man, bearing predilection, I didn't even know what you were talking about. Yeah, so hearing protection, now like I have in-ears, right? And the in-ears are hearing protection. I used to just have like KZs or the Shure 215s. I still technically have them. I keep them in here as like my backup pair. God, I haven't touched these things in a long time. Don't buy these. Don't buy these. These are like $100-something bucks. Don't buy this. Buy a KZ. Look up KZ online. For $35, you can get a way better non-molded in-ear. Now, I'm very fortunate. Although, I mean, fortunate. I paid for these. And these are honestly incredibly expensive. So I'm not recommending this for people. Now I have these, though. These are some JH Sheenas. And these are custom molded to my ear, right? So you can see they look kind of weird. But this axe is like a full-blown, like this is the best earplug you've ever put in. Hold on, guys. Oh, I hope you're still here. Did I just ruin it? Damn it. All right, came back. Sorry, you guys. Hold on just a second. It's Tim Haven Production. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm getting a phone call. I was in the middle of talking about my in-ears, I think. And I am going to hop off here in just a little bit, you guys. This has been a killer stream, though. So these in-ears, really cool. I went with like the smoked kind of black, so you can kind of see inside of them a little bit. Ooh, let me get my phone. It's very crooked. There we go. And then I did like the mother of pearl little face plates on it, if you can see. I don't know if you can see this. I'm trying to wait for the camera to catch up. Can you see it? Maybe not. Anyways, really cool. So all of that to say, this is now my hearing protection. So my ears have been doing great. Now I will pop one out sometimes, and I do like doing that a lot, actually. And you know, but now to be honest, it was a lot worse when I was playing in loud bar bands. So now on a bigger stage, I'm not right next to the drums. I've got plenty of room on stage. If I pop one out, I always pop the ear out that is away from everybody. And yeah, so this is how I manage it now. I understand that's not realistic for everybody. So if you're not using in-ear monitors and you're just playing in a loud bar band, and I don't even mean just these in-ear monitors, I'm talking about the normal universal ones and whatnot. Okay, just a good set of not the squishy puffy earplugs, but they make great earplugs that retain high end. I had a pair, I still have one for like $25. Are my keys in here? It comes with a little keychain mod, and I've got those on my keychain. Here's my keys. Look. Okay, look. So if you're just in a bar band type thing, not just, right? All of it's great gigs. Don't ever think of, I'm just doing that. That's not what I meant. But if you're not using that, these are called Hear Protect. I have no affiliation with this. This is $25, and it stays on my keys. So these are great because I'm constantly around music, right? I live and breathe this. I'm in Nashville all day, every day, and sometimes it's really loud. So this little thing, you pop open this canister. It's kind of funny. When I'm at a bar and I'm popping open this canister and trying to get it out, it does kind of look like I'm like doing drugs or something. I've always thought it was funny. And oh, the other one's in there. This one's all kind of gross, but a little earplug like this, and this is a great little thing, and these are cheap, and it retains a lot more of the clarity. So get yourself a pair of these, but protect that hearing. I didn't for a while, and thankfully I currently don't have any major problems, thankfully, but I know a lot of guys that do. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna start slowly winding down, wrapping this up. Let me get to the last couple comments, and then I'm gonna head on out of here. Looking back, what songs do you think were influential to your playing style and or ability? A lot of John Mayer's stuff. I Don't Trust Myself with Loving You. Gravity. Gravity taught me how to bend in the... Taught me soulful phrasing. There's honestly a ton of John Mayer stuff. Honestly, I don't do a ton of this on electric, but on acoustic, I do a lot of percussiveness. Not like the tap this and that, but a lot of... And that all came from freaking... Did a lot of that. Love doing that. Now when I do my own stuff... I've never tried to play it on acoustic, but or electric. That's great. Some of that blues stuff. It's all John Mayer stuff. In the beginning for me. Oh, you know it's one I can't even play it all the way now, but a Stevie Ray Vaughan. Couldn't stand the weather. I know that's not right, but that taught me how to not just pick, but keep the. Little Wing for all the Hendrixisms. That was great. Then once I got to Nashville, I started doing the country stuff. It was things like Folsom Prison. Getting into hybrid pick into it. There's some other great songs to learn. Or just riffs, you know. That solo, I just improvised the solo. I don't know. There's just a couple good months. I am winding down, so I would play with rubber earplugs. It took me a while to get used to, but I can't afford to lose more hearing. Yeah, it does kind of suck because when you're really used to the loud, I still hate using them, but I will. Read that dominant 9 flat. This is why I love music. I got at that voicing thinking of as a dominant 7 sharp 5. Yeah, and I usually throw the flat 9 on top tier, but you're right. It's really a 9 flat teen. Yeah, flat 13. Yeah, isn't that interesting? That's a great chord there too. That it's got that pull to that. Yeah. Yo, Tim. Curious on your thoughts about dealing with imposter syndrome. I play on Broadway regularly. I just picked up a show for Whiskey Jam at the Opry House, and for the first time I'm feeling it. Hey, dude, awesome. So nice to meet you. It says Rhythm Warrior. I'm assuming that's not your name. But, dude, so, okay, awesome to meet you, man. The imposter syndrome thing. Super real. I think all of us deal with it. And, like, I've had so many, dude, the first time I got the stuff with Lanco, I was practicing till I was sick, and I was driving to the airport, and I was being taken by my girlfriend, and at the time I was just like, I don't want to go. I hate this feeling. Just leave me here. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to go. I don't want to go. Of course I was going to go. But I just had to go and send it. And, that was a huge hurdle and moment. And I went, now my entire career is different because I went and practiced really hard for that. And I'm in the band, whatever. But I'm saying that to say that the imposter syndrome thing is real. And I think you just got to practice to the best of your ability. It's going to be anxious and nerve-wracking. And then just go and fucking send it. Just go and send it. And the more and more you do it, and the more that you kind of get in situations where it's like, okay, I'm doing this or I'm doing that. Like, I'm never the best guitar player in the room, but I'm doing enough stuff now, and I made a career out of this that I feel confident enough to say I've got my thing. People can play circles around me all day long, but I've got my thing, And over time, I think that will slowly develop. I don't mean in a cocky way. You don't want to be that guy, but just a confidence for yourself of being like, okay, I can do this, And that takes a ton of those times of being like, I am terrified, So, hey, best of luck on that Whiskey Jam. Hey, who are you playing Whiskey Jam with? Before I hop off here, I want to know who you're playing Whiskey Jam with. That's awesome, man. Yeah. Let's see. You should throw up some acoustic guitar stuff every now and then. That's a great idea, Curtis, and I think I should. Maybe I'll do a short tomorrow of it. Or in the next YouTube video, I'll do acoustic instead. That's a great idea. I haven't done any acoustic on this channel, man. Not your personal actual favorite, but when you get to a random gig, what's your favorite surprise backline amp that shows up? Honestly, for me, it's a consistent surprise, but it's just when I'm familiar with it. So any type of deluxe reverb. And that's, in Nashville, pretty standard. Now they have the Tone Master ones. Those are always like, you're like, yes, and then you're like, it's great. Not as good as a normal one. But what's the amp that always delivers? Honestly, the OG, my freaking Fender Hot Rod Deluxe. I use that thing hundreds of shows. All of it. That thing has been everywhere. That thing is just a little tank. Right now, what's always delivering is this HDR X20. This thing is light. It sounds great. It just works and works. I'm taking it all over the place. I love this thing. Love it. I just played the DGT 15 amp today. Really cool. Really cool. Really cool amp. Olive, what are you doing in there? You guys see the door shaking back there? Olive's in there doing something. Hey, guys, I'm going to wind down right here. I want to get to your last couple questions, then I'm going to hop off. But I can't thank you guys enough for a great stream today. Thank you for all the tips. Seriously, the tips are awesome. It really means a lot, you guys. appreciate you hanging out. More gig vlogs to come from CMA Fest. Look for that going into next week. So, okay. Hey man, Drew. Hey man, left the channel. First time making a live. Hey, welcome. I feel so bad that this is at the end of the live, but the whole thing's up. But at least I get to answer your question. Any chance you've got some tips for a single guitarist trying to make songs with just a singer? I'm struggling. Trying to make, so you're trying to write songs? Is that what you mean? You know, because if you're talking about writing, I just, you know, don't be afraid to keep it simple. You know, and great rhythm. I just have good, consistent. Your rhythm's going to be more important there than doing any flashy stuff. Because if you're all alone, you're really going to be there going. You know, so don't be afraid to keep it simple. And goodness gracious, what were you in there doing, huh? Olive's having a little field day in there. You want to hop back on stream? You can barely see her tail. There you got a little bit of her. Okay, I just dropped my pick too. All right, you guys, I'm going to answer these last couple questions, then I'm going to hop off. I'm Brent, by the way. I'm a drummer. Oh, awesome. Wyatt McCubbin. Okay, awesome, dude. Hey, best of luck on that. You've got it, man. You've got it. I've been in that situation a lot. In that situation of having that type of feeling. And I wish I could say it kind of goes away. For some people, it never does. But, you know, just believe in yourself and do the thing, man. You've been doing it. Do it. Own it. Practice. Show up prepared. That'll make you feel a little bit better. And then you still might be anxious. A couple songs in, you're probably going to be like, I got this, dude. Okay. For me, to deal with imposter syndrome is to put in the work before the gig. I can confidently say that by putting the work the best of my possible, then I've done what I can. Yeah, and that's a great way of thinking about it. If you work hard and do that, it's like, man, I prepped the best I could. You know? Being able to keep your shit together while everybody stares at you in the gig is the gig. There are countless amazing players in their bedrooms who fold on stage. Super true. Marty, good evening. Got my first festival gig tomorrow, and I'm a little worried about our drummers prepped. But seeing you tonight and hearing the Just Send It has me pretty geeked about tomorrow. Hey, best of luck, Marty. You're gonna do great. You know, you can't control what other people are gonna do. You know, so you just show up the best prepared you can be, and hope they are. But yeah, I've been on gigs. Not to freak you out now. I've been on gigs where I've crashed and burned. It felt like that because someone else didn't put the work in, and that's not a good look. Not a good look. So hey, it's gonna be great. Best of luck, man. We're trying. Thanks, man. Anything helps. Seriously. And thank you, Drew. Have you met Nashville's guitarist Ryan Hartman? Plays with Wild Bill and Bruce. I have not. He's sure fast on his telly. I have not, but I need to check him out apparently. Hey, Rhythm Warrior, do you like Richie Howard from Little Feat? He's amazing. Heck yeah. First time catching you live. Awesome. And Curtis, I feel so bad. Horizontal's better. Okay, good to know, Gary. I feel bad because I am hopping off, you guys. I've got to make a late dinner, and then I've got a packed day tomorrow. Wow, I've got a packed day. So I'm going to hop off. I'm going to call it here. I can't thank you guys enough for the tips. If you're interested in lessons, you can reach out to me through my email, I think you can find on here, or Instagram. Just look, it's the same, Tim Avon Music on Instagram. Hit me up, and I'd love to do a lesson. I've got a bunch of availability next week. So if you guys are into doing that, I'd love to do some lessons. I really like it. But, all right, you guys, I'm about to head off. Bass player screw up the listens, blame the guitar. I just saw you were live tonight. Subscribe last week. See you next time. Absolutely, there'll be more lives, guys. I normally don't schedule these hard, but I do a couple a week, and I just, when I've got time and I'm sitting at home like this, I love throwing it up and just talking, hanging with you guys. I literally love this. I love doing it. The problem is I have to make myself get off because I will sit on here for another 3 hours, and I can't do that tonight. But Hey, thanks. Absolutely. All right, you guys. I'm signing off. I'm finally doing it. I've gotten up from the chair. Have a great night, you guys. I love you all. Until next time. What do we say? I'm getting shirts. I'm getting shirts. We're going to say that. Until next time. Peace. Boop.